Back here in the Saturday morning Sports Medicine Weekly, Steve Kashul, Dr. Brian Cole. Time now for our Ask the Doctor segment, giving our listeners the opportunity to have Dr. Cole address their specific sports injury issues. It's very easy to do. You go to our website, sportsmedicineweekly.com, go to the homepage on our website, look for the picture of Dr. Cole and yours truly, click on that link, and you can ask the doc a question. If we like it and we think it's significant to the show, we're going to run it, and I'm going to ask it, and here, Dr. Cole, we're ready to go, right?
Let's do it.
All right, first one, kind of simple. I think I've seen this before, but it keeps coming up. People want to know this, right? Dr. Cole, why is it so difficult to keep weight off after losing it?
There's a number of reasons that lead to this, Steve. So, the first thing is it can be very difficult to sustain weight loss just by restricting calories. That's something that people find really difficult to do over the long haul. Going on chronic calorie restriction can be incredibly difficult just from a lifestyle point of view. It's a great way to sort of jumpstart the whole process, but doing it in perpetuity can be very difficult. One of the other challenges is as we lose weight, our metabolism slows, so our calorie burn actually slows. And one of the ways to manage that is, we often say, well, look, do you want to eat to exercise or exercise to eat? I would tell you that one of the challenges about exercising is that it will develop lean body mass, which can maintain your metabolism, but the opposite is that people think that if they exercise a lot, they actually can eat more. And there's some interesting data that shows that after people exercise, they tend to overeat because they think they get, they have the ability now because they exercise, they can eat what they want.
Right.
That's not always true. One of the greatest benefits of exercise is that it creates lean body mass, and it sort of turns our body into a furnace. And keeping our metabolism high, it's like cleaning your oven when, overnight when you're sleeping, right? It keeps things going and continues to burn calories even when you're not formally exercising. But I would say that one of the biggest factors to sustained weight loss is, in fact, exercising each and every day and at some degree of intensity, but it doesn't have to be the highest intensity. It could be just something that's over a prolonged period of time at, say, low to moderate intensity. So I would say a minimum of 3 times a week. But look, without overtraining and with mixing it up, you can do this every single day, and that probably is the greatest contributor to sustained weight loss. So it's hard to manage weight loss just by chronic calorie restriction. Keep in mind your metabolism slows, so keep your lean body mass up. So that means lifting weights to keep your muscles strong, and make sure you focus on recovery. There's a lot of things you can't change, from hormonal changes and things like that. But I would tell you that frequent exercise is probably the mainstay, in addition to good dietary nutritional habits with whole foods, non-processed foods, and so forth. So those are sort of the key issues.
While we're on this topic, I want to bring on our producer, Shane Reardon. All right, he's the assistant program director here at The Score. He does a marvelous job for us, marvelous job here at The Score. And I saw him on Twitter the other day, Dr. Cole. He was trying to do a 4-day juice cleanse. And I said, wow, I'm interested in doing that. Was that pressed juices, Shane? And how did it go? Did it last?
No, it didn't last.
Why?
Spoiler alert, it did not last. So I know that you're supposed to wind your diet down as you approach the juice cleanse. First of all, I absolutely assault my body with red meat and alcohol all the time. Okay. Assault it. I do work out somewhere between 2 and 5 times a week, depending on what kind of mood I'm in.
Okay.
Whether that's like the Peloton bike at the gym at work or whatever. I probably should have more structure to my workouts than I do.
Yeah, and maybe more variability.
Yeah, probably. But I didn't wind my diet down. I started it on a Monday, and on the Sunday before, me and my friends went to Pequods. So we had Pequods, and then we drank
daytime. Did you have daytime drinking?
Oh, daytime and nighttime.
Okay.
So daytime and nighttime drinking, and then I was kind of hungover on Monday. Started the juice cleanse, and I thought I was doing fine
until like 5 o'clock the first day.
Well, a little bit longer, but I got through my 6 juices. And then about 2 a.m., I woke up. And I was losing everything without
vomiting
into too much detail. Yeah.
Well, maybe you got sick. That could be nothing to do with the juice.
I don't think so, because it was only for 18 hours. So it wasn't even like a 24-hour flu bug. I got rid of everything in my system. I couldn't get out of bed.
Yeah, it doesn't
I don't call in
jive.
sick. I texted Mitch at 6 o'clock that morning and said, buddy, I'm not coming in.
I'm gonna play that had nothing to do with the juice.
Really?
There's a lot of sickness going on right now, and I just can't see how that would do it. And plus, your body probably needed it just after from the weekend.
So you don't think my body was like revolting?
No, I
from
doubt it.
Giving it.
What are you doing? What are you doing for juices? Are you doing pressed juices?
I think they were pressed. Yeah.
You buy this? They send you the stuff? Is it one of those?
It was a deal. It was a 4-day. 4-day.
I don't know.
program.
I think there's all kinds of gimmicky things and so forth, and you juice cleanse or whatever you're going to do for 4 days. The problem is after the 4 days, it depends on what your goals are. You're trying to do what Karen talks about, get rid of toxins and things like that, or are you actually trying to lose weight?
No, I'm a little overweight, but I feel fine. Like I'm athletic and I lift a lot and I feel very healthy.
What was your goal? Like,
why'd you do this?
Why did you want to do a juice cleanse?
I have an Instagram centered around meat I cook, so I was trying to get rid of all the red meat and toxins from my body. I assault my body with red meat. I was just
we're going to have an intervention
start.
We might have to have it dedicated like half of a show to an intervention.
Maybe,
we'll have you. I think we're going to give you a one-on-one with Karen Malkin, if that's okay.
So you're suggesting that Shane should do the juice thing again, maybe?
No,
right?
I'm not sure. I don't know. I'm not necessarily advocating.
You don't want to take that juice again, do you?
No, because I eat well.
Yeah.
Like I take pictures of the steak and stuff for my Instagram, but.
So you're like a food Instagram guy?
Yeah.
Oh, man, it never looks good in pictures.
Shane's meat is the Instagram. But I eat more vegetables than I do meat. Like a staple in my diet's Brussels sprouts. I'll do a pound of Brussels sprouts almost every night.
Have you ever checked your cholesterol or your triglycerides?
Yeah,
you know that?
My numbers are fine. Yeah,
because it's more genetic probably than anything else.
My numbers are fine.
All right, well, I'm not going to advocate for another juice diet because I don't know the real benefit for you, but we might find something else for you in the near future.
Maybe not. We'll see.
Okay.
Shane, thanks so much. Our producer, Shane Reardon, contributing to the show in his own personal way. Okay.
That's a lot of it. Was very personal, actually.
Yeah.
I'm an open book.
That's right, brother.
Final question of the show, Dr. Cole, in our Ask the Doctor segment. In light of the opioid crisis, what are some of the current best practices in pain management?
Yeah, we've had this topic before, and I would say that it is one of our biggest problems, the opioid epidemic. And as physicians, we have a primary responsibility to sort of actively intervene and have best practices. One of the main issues is patient expectations, that they have to be sort of educated that pain is a natural part of, say, postoperative surgery, that our treatment postoperatively to minimize the pain will never get rid of it completely, but it's very manageable. It's not dangerous. So we have what I would say is sort of an individualized or very patient-centered educational approach. We use lots of different agents, typically non-narcotics. Sometimes we're using ice, we're using compression, Tylenol in proper doses, anti-inflammatories as simple as Motrin. Physical therapy, as mentioned, occupational therapy can make a big difference. Sometimes we're doing behavioral therapy and biofeedback training, and we're even advocating for some complementary adjunct treatments such as acupuncture, massage, and so forth. So there's a number of things that we do as physicians, and what we basically try to do is minimize the narcotic usage and maximize the non-narcotic approaches, what we call multimodal pain management.
I remember when I had my surgery just over a year ago when you did my tenodesis.
Mm-hmm. Biceps tenodesis.
Yep. On my shoulder, my right shoulder. And I think did you give me hydrocodone?
Hydrocodone,
Yep. And I think I took one, maybe two. My goal was to take as few as possible. And I got through it. And you said, hey, you know what? Take the Aleve, the Advil, the Motrin, right?
I think Motrin's one of the best pain relievers out there. I've been writing with the assistance of my research assistants, such as Tracy Taro and Eric Housefield. We've been looking at all these different great topics, and one of them is Motrin. And in prescribed doses, 600, 800 milligrams 3 times a day, taken at least with food, assuming you have no intolerance to it. That's one of the best post-op pain relievers that I have is Motrin.
So much better than a narcotic, right?
If you can just do that, that's wonderful. For rescue, taking the occasional narcotic for postoperative pain management is okay. We sometimes can't eliminate them altogether, but we have found with a combination of Tylenol and Motrin as an anti-inflammatory and ice and compression and elevation, we can often make a huge difference and keep people largely away from narcotics.
Great stuff. Dr. Cole, we're out of time. Many thanks to our producer, Shane Reardon, our coordinating producer. You mentioned her, Tracy Toro. Also want to thank David Cole. He manages our website, sportsmedicineweekly.com, also our business operations. Then we thank Samantha Smith from Midwest Orthopedics at Rush. For Dr. Brian Cole, I'm Steve Kashul saying so long. Thanks for listening to Sports Medicine Weekly here on The Score. Up next on The Score, Early Odds with Joe Ostrowski. Be back next Saturday, 8 a.m. Central for a brand new edition of Sports Medicine Weekly only on
670 The Score.